Hello friends, my name is Sanchit Gupta. I'm 21 years old and today I'm going to talk about narration. So without making any delay, let's start. So friends, I would like to recommend you to have a copy and a pen ready to write down the content so that you can better understand the topic. Narration. So you might have heard about narration in your school, or if you haven't heard about it, you are soon going to know about narration. So what is narration? Narration basically means the process or action of telling something, saying something, or narrating something like a story. And narration is further reported or told into two parts: direct speech and indirect speech. Now, direct speech. Direct speech is something which is directly said by a speaker, or we can say which is narrated by a speaker or told by a speaker. For example, he said, "My brother is in Canada," or she said, "I am going home." Before proceeding further, let's talk about parts of direct speech. There are two parts of direct speech: reporting verb and reporting speech. Let's take an example. He said to me, "I am going to school." So as we can clearly see, there are two parts of this sentence. The one in the inverted commas is reporting speech, and the verb in the rest of the sentence is reporting verb. So what is this reporting verb and reporting speech? Reporting verb is the verb that reports the exact words of the speaker, and reporting speech is something that is specifically said by a speaker. Coming toward the second one, which is indirect speech. Indirect speech is something which is said by a speaker but is expressed without using his exact words. For example, this is the example which has been spoken by the speaker, but we describe it without using his exact words. So this is the indirect speech. He said that his brother was in Canada, or she said that she was going home. Learn what is narration and what are the two ways in which the narration can be categorized. Now, moving further, there are some rules that need to be kept in mind while changing direct speech into indirect speech. So, let's start. Rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. So, the first rule that comes is change of tenses. The rules are pretty much simple, and I would suggest you to have your notebook or copy ready to understand them better. Now, there are there are some change of tenses while converting direct speech into indirect speech or vice versa. The tense of the reporting verb is never changed. Number two, the tense of the reported speech is changed as under. If the tense of the reporting verb is present or future, the tense of the verb in the reported speech is not changed. Number two, if the tense of the reported verb is past, the tense of the verb in reported speech is changed as follows. So the tense of the verb in reported speech is changed as follows. The present indefinite tense is changed into past indefinite. Present continuous is changed into past continuous. Please write it down if possible. Present perfect is changed into past perfect. Present perfect continuous is changed into past perfect continuous. Past indefinite tense is changed into past perfect tense. Past continuous is changed into past perfect continuous. Past perfect or past perfect continuous is not changed into any sort of tense. And last one, will or shall in future tense would be changed into would or should, and should will be only be used with I or we. Don't use it should with any other pronoun. Now, coming toward the second rule that need to be kept in mind while changing of direct speech into indirect speech or vice versa is change of personal pronouns. So The pronouns of the first person in the reported speech are changed into the person of subject of reporting verb. Let's take an example for more clarification. For example, direct speech. He said, I am going to market. Now, I will change according to the subject of reporting verb, that is, he. So, indirect speech would be, he said that he was going to market. The second rule that comes under the change of personal pronoun is pronouns of the second person in the reported speech are changed into the person of object of reporting verb. For example, he said to her, are you going to the market? Now, you will be changed according to the object of the reporting verb, that is, her. So, the indirect speech would be, he asked her if she was going to the market. Now, coming toward the third rule that comes under the change of personal pronoun is pronouns of the third person in the reported speech are generally not changed in the indirect speech. Coming toward the third rule that need to be kept in mind while changing direct speech into indirect speech or vice versa is change of adjectives and adverbs. The words that express nearness are generally changed into words that express distance. Thus, here is a list of words that are changed. Now is changed into then. This is changed into that. These is changed into those. Come is changed into go. Here is changed into there. Ago is changed into before. Today is changed into that day. Tomorrow is changed into the next day. Yesterday is changed into the day before or the previous day. And tonight is changed into that night. Last one, last night is changed into the night before or the previous night. So this is the list of words that need to be changed while changing direct speech into indirect speech or vice versa. Okay, now let's talk about change of sentences from direct speech into indirect speech or vice versa. Let's start with change of assertive sentences. Assertive sentences are the sentences that asserts or declares a statement, opinion, or anything. So while changing an assertive or declarative sentence to indirect speech, change of personal pronouns and tense is done as explained in the rules. Also, the conjunction that is used to connect the reporting verb and reporting speech. Following are some examples for the same. Jack says to me, I am going to London. Jack tells me that he is going to London. Now the comma and the inverted comma were changed into that. Says to me, says to is changed into tells. And if it was for said to, then it would have changed to told. Now next one. John said, I write a letter. John said that he wrote a letter. Now I is changed according to the John, and John is a male, so that's why he was used instead of I in the indirect speech. Mia said I have gone home. Mia said that she had gone home. So I has been changed according to the subject of the reporting verb, and which is Mia, and Mia is the name of a girl, so that's why she is used as a pronoun for her, for the Mia. Here are some more examples for changing direct assertive sentences into indirect speech. Rohan said, I have been watching a movie. Rohan said that he had been watching a movie. So present perfect tense has been changed into past perfect tense. Ritik said, I wrote an essay today. Ritik said that he had written an essay that day. So today was changed into that day and wrote was changed into had written. Rahul said, I was learning a speech. Rahul said that he had been learning a speech. Like was past, was a past indefinite tense, and for that we have used past perfect tense, which is he had been. Sam said, I shall have been going to cinema. Now, Sam said that he would have been going to cinema. Mohan said to me, I am a poor student. Mohan told me that he was a poor student. Now, as I told you, said to will be changed into told. Now, there is a note or note for you. If a universal truth or a habitual fact is there in reported speech, then the tense is not changed. For example, Rio said God is everywhere. It will be simply changed as Rio said that God is everywhere. There will be no change in the tense or no change in the pronoun also as well. He said 2 and 2 make 4. He said that 2 and 2 make 4, which is a habitual fact, so there will be no change in the tense. Coming towards second type of sentences, I would like to talk about change of interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are sentences which contains the question asked by the speaker. So, while changing an interrogative sentence into indirect speech, some rules need to be followed, which are as follow. Reporting verb is changed into ask, inquire, etc. If the question being begins with who, when, where, what, why, etc., no conjunction is used. When the questions begin with a helping verb such as is, am, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, can, may, etc., then if or whether is used as conjunction. The sentence changes its form from interrogative to assertive. Helping verb goes with the verb and the question mark is removed while changing interrogative sentence into indirect speech. Here are some examples of conversion of direct interrogative sentences or speech to indirect speech. Rohit said to me, what is your name? Rohit asked me what my name was. Now, as mentioned earlier, the reporting verb is changed into ask or inquire. That means the said to will be changed to asked. He said to me, where are you going? He asked me where I was going. Now, for this part, I'm going to tell that it was told that if the question begins with who, when, where, what, from, why, then there is no conjunction used while changing into indirect speech. Now, coming to a third example, teacher said to Sia, why are you late again? Teacher asked Sia why she was late again. Now, helping verb was moved to the move with the pronoun and the sentence was changed from interrogative form to assertive form. Do you think you have passed the exam? Father asked Abhi. Father asked Abhi if he thought he had passed the exam. Now, as mentioned, if the question begins with the helping verb such as is, am, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, can, may, then if or whether is used to introduce the indirect speech. So same has happened here. Father asked Abhi if he thought he had passed the exams. Have you anything to tell me? Asked his master. His master asked him if he had anything to tell him. Which way did she go? asked the young woman. The young man asked him which way she had gone. Now let's talk about the third type of sentences. So here I am going to talk about change of imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are the sentences that contains command, request, advice given by the speaker. So while changing an imperative sentence to indirect speech, following rules need to be kept in mind. The reporting verb is changed into order, command, advise, forbid, request, beg, etc. in accordance with the sense that the sentence carries. The imperative mood of the verb of the reported speech is changed into infinitive, that is, to is followed by the first form of verb. In the negative sentences, to is used after not. Sometimes an object is to be supplied to the reporting verb from the context. So, following are some of the examples of changing direct imperative sentence or speech into indirect speech. The headmaster said to the peon, "Ring the bell." The headmaster ordered the peon to ring the bell. So, as we talked while discussing the rules, that reporting verb is changed into order, command, advice, forbid, request in accordance with the sense that the sentence carries. So, here seems that the headmaster is ordering the peon. So, we use headmaster ordered the peon to ring the bell. Doctor said to Tom, "Open your mouth." Doctor ordered Tom to open his mouth. As we also discussed that the imperative mood of the verb of the reported speech is changed into infinitive, that is, to is followed by the first form of verb, that to open. Rohit said to me, "Please wait here till I return." Rohit requested me to wait there till he returned. Now, as we have discussed earlier, that while changing of direct into indirect speech, some words expressing nearness are generally changed into word expressing distance. Thus, here is changed into there. The thief said to the judge, "Pardon me this time, sir." The thief begged to the judge to pardon him that time. Same has happened here, that this time has been changed into that time. I said to Arav, "Work hard if you want to be successful." I advised Arav to work hard if he wanted to be successful. "Keep quiet, students," said the teacher. The teacher ordered the students to keep quiet. My mother said to me, "Learn your lesson every day." My mother advised me to learn my lesson every day. Coming toward the fourth type of sentences, now I would like to talk about change of exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are the sentences that conveys the emotion of the speaker. It can also be said that exclamatory sentences expresses the feeling of pain, pleasure, a wish, desire, etc. on the part of speaker. Rules for changing of direct speech or sentence into indirect form of speech are as follow. Reporting verb say is changed into exclaim, regret, admit, confess, carry out, etc. The sentence becomes an assertive one and the sign of exclamation is replaced by a full stop. Do away with the words such as hurrah, alas, bravo, and express their sense by use of joy, sorrow, and applaud. Change in tenses and pronoun remains the same. Following are some of the examples of changing direct exclamatory sentence or speech into indirect speech. Player said, "Hurrah, we won the match." The player exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. Now, as we have discussed earlier, the words such as hurrah, alas will be joined with the exclaimed with joy or sorrow or applaud. So it changed as the player exclaimed with joy. Joe said, "How clever I am." Joe exclaimed that he was very clever. Now, as we can see, the exclamatory mark at the last of the sentence was changed into the full stop. Said was changed into exclaimed, and the sentence was changed as he was very clever, as it was changed into the assertive form. Ria said, "What a fine view it is." Ria exclaimed that it was a fine view. As we can see, here again the sentence changed into assertive form. The boy said, "Alas, my pet is dead." The boy exclaimed with sorrow that his pet was dead. That alas was changed with sorrow, and said was used said was changed into exclaimed. "Oh Sid, don't juggle me," said Toby. Toby exclaimed and told Sid not to juggle him. Moving toward the fifth and last type of sentences, I would like to talk about change of optative sentences. Optative sentences are the sentences that expresses a prayer, curse, wish, etc. There are some rules that need to be kept in mind while changing optative sentences into indirect speech. Rules are as follow. Reporting verb is changed into wish, pray, etc. The sentence becomes assertive and sign of exclamation is replaced by a full stop. In most cases, conjunction that is used after the reporting verb. Here are some of the examples of changing direct optative sentences into indirect speech. The beggar said, "May you live long." The beggar prayed that I might live long. So as we can see, said has been changed into prayed, and that has been used instead of comma and inverted commas, and the reported speech is changed into an assertive sentence. At last we can see that the exclamatory sign is no longer there and is changed with the full stop. Joban said to her, "May you succeed." Joban wished that she might succeed. Paras said to me, "Good morning, sir." Paras respectfully wished me good morning. He said, "May God fulfill all your wishes." He wished that God might fulfill my wishes. As we can see that the assert as the exclamatory form of sentences is changed into the assertive form. "May you go to hell," said the hermit to the witch. The hermit prayed that the wretch might go to the hell. Old man said to him, "You will burn in hell." The old man cursed him that he would burn in hell. Okay friends, so the last thing of the video. Sometimes you would be asked to convert indirect speech into direct speech, which is an easy task, not so much difficult. So don't worry. Here are some examples of changing indirect speech into direct speech. I wrote that I would visit him the next day. I wrote, comma, inverted comma start, "I shall visit you tomorrow." So as we can see that that has been changed into comma, inverted comma start. So keep this thing in mind friends, that you need to close the direct form of speech. You need to close the reported speech with the closed inverted comma at the last of the sentence, so that nobody could deduct your marks for not putting that at the last. Okay, and the other thing we notice here is the next day. The next day has been changed into tomorrow. So we have also discussed it earlier that the word expressing nearness are changed into the words expressing distance. So the same has been applied here also, just it has been applied in the vice versa form, that the next day has been changed into tomorrow. The teacher asked Sam if he had done the work. The teacher said to Sam, have comma, inverted comma start, "Have you done the work?" Now, as we can see it, that it is an interrogative form of sentence. So please friends, keep this thing in mind to put a question mark at the end of the reported speech while completing. And also we can see that asked has been converted to said to, and if is converted to comma inverted comma start. Also it is very important to put closed inverted comma at the end of the reported speech. So please don't forget to put an inverted comma at the end of the reported speech. I exclaimed that it was very amazing. I said comma inverted comma start, how amazing. So friend, I think this is an exclamatory sentence. Okay, so exclaimed has been changed to said, that has been changed to comma inverted comma start, it was very amazing has been changed to how amazing. That shows the exclamation of the speaker. So as it is an exclamatory form of sentence, please do remember to put a mark of exclamatory at the at the end of the reported speech, and don't forget to put an closed inverted comma at the end of the reported speech. Deep advised me to work hard. Deep said to me, comma inverted comma start, to work hard. Sorry, not to only work hard. The old man prayed that God might bless them all. The old man said, comma inverted comma start, may God bless you all. So these are some examples of changing indirect speech into direct speech. Okay friends, with this we came to an end of my first video. Please like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you liked the video or found it informative, please let me know in the comment section below. If you have any queries, please ask me and I will try to answer them within the same day. Okay, thank you friends for watching.